So here's my personal litmus test to determine the character of a right-winger in a political conversation. Fair warning, this is probably going to piss people off again. So one thing I've been thinking about recently is the degree to which we're working within the same frameworks in today's political conversations and debates. Because you can't have a meaningful conversation with every type of person, particularly if they only believe in power and will do anything to attain it. You just can't trust people like that in conversations. So in general, sometimes when I'm in conversations, I like to ask about January 6th. And if they make excuses for it or approve of it, then I know one thing right off the bat, right, is that they're authoritarians. What happened on and leading up to that day is factually indisputable. Trump, his team, and Fox News knowingly lied about the election. That is not in contention. Then they used that fear of fraud that they created to try to overturn the election. Had it been successful, it would have been a coup. So if they then accept the reality of the situation, then maybe a meaningful conversation can be had about foreign domestic policy and social issues or whatever. They're at least willing to live in the realm of reality. Reasonable conservative positions do exist, and there are many excesses of the political left. There's a lot wrong with the Democrats, but these reasonable conversations can only be had with people who believe in truth and wish to have that discussion. I'm not saying you literally can't talk to authoritarians. I've done it a million times and there's so many of them now that that's actually hard to do. What I am saying is that you should know who you're talking to. If you're having a political conversation with someone, you deserve to know if their goal in 2021 was actually just to overthrow the government, right? I think that's fair. It means that they are arguing in a framework that means that their guy is allowed to circumvent the laws, to lie, cheat, and prevent the peaceful transfer of power just because he's their guy. Especially if you believe in the values of democratic republicanism, you deserve to know when you're talking to authoritarians so that you can adjust accordingly. People are going to prickle at this, but here's the thing. A lot of Republicans continue to make excuses for and outright approve of what happened on January 6th. I saw a news article on CBS saying that as of January of this year, the percent that simply approve of the coup attempt is around 30% of Republicans. So it's a lot. I also know that people are really sick of this topic, but it's important that coups aren't forgiven. So even if you don't want to harp on about January 6th, just keep it on as a litmus test. Anyway, that's about it. If you're talking politics and you suspect bad faith or something, ask about the coup attempt and see what they say. Read up on it before you do so you're well acquainted with the facts and you can easily dismiss anything that they have to say because there is no reasonable disagreement on this issue. I can link a few sources, but if you're an authoritarian, anything I cite is just going to be bullshit. Argue in the comments if you want. I need a litmus test for the left too, so if you have one, help me out, please.